Okay, guys, we have 3 authors that are going to share today. And our first author is going to be Kayla. Haley, can you come and share? And I liked Kayla's story. She wrote a story, a good story, and she's going to tell you what it's about. But I watched her, and she was doing what we did up here. She was taking that hand. And so now the reader is going to be able to read her story. She did her pictures first. She got all those details in there. But then when she was ready for those words, she didn't just start writing words. What'd you do, Kayla?
I didn't pick. I jumped on an idea. I got my pictures. I drew my pictures. Then I added details. Then I redid it with my. Then I did this with my hand.
Good. Okay, can you share your story with us? Let me see what good readers you're going to be to listen to her story, okay? Oh, loud so we can hear you.
And Casey and Susie and Brett, we were skating at the zone.
Skating at the zone. I didn't know what the zone was. But listen, she's going to tell you. Is there anything you could do to make that story better, Kayla? What could you do? I think she could. I think she could add more. I was wondering if she would notice that. Okay, look at me, boys and girls. What did you understand about Kayla's story? What did you understand? What did you learn from her story, Charlie? What about the car? They got in the car after skating, didn't they? Okay. Esmeralda, what did you learn? What did you learn from this story? They got out of the car. What else did they do in this story? Something was fun that they did. They skated. What? And you love skating, so did you like her story? Okay. Where did she go skating at? What's it called? The zone. Okay, now that's what we learned from her story. Now what would we like to know? Is there something she didn't tell us that you want to ask her from the story? Lorena, ask her. What? Can you think of anything? Can you think of anything you want to know?
What me, my sister, and one of my sister's boyfriends
What did she do? I think Eddie Aubrey may mean, like, did you do anything else while you were skating? Just skated. Skated. Aubrey? Oh, so there's another detail. Does anybody else have questions for Kayla? Okay, thank you.
Who are you skating? My sisters and my sister's boyfriend.
I think she gave us those details. If we were listening, she gave us those details. So you ate pizza there at Nottingham House. Good deal. Okay, Kayla, thank you for remembering to write with your hand before you wrote with your pencil. Good story. You can go put that. I guess it'll go in your unfinished because you said you wanted to add details. Okay, if we can have the guy with a funny story. Come on up, Johnny. Johnny, tell us your story. Oh, can y'all hear him? I didn't think they can't hear you, and it's such a funny story, so talk loud. The elephant sneezed on him. Listen, listen. Listen.
That's when I had my lunch.
Then the elephant said, listen, listen. Then what did that elephant do? Then the elephant bit him, and I thought, well, that makes me sad that put the elephant in jail. Okay. Anything else, Johnny? Questions, he says? Listen. Quickly, Johnny.
What was the elephant being
What was that elephant doing to you?
used?
Oh, he pushed him or touched him? Okay.
Come back from lunch and then we got dinner and we start the movie going. And then we got activity. And then we got
I think the elephant said,
activity.
hey, that's what I was going to do. He wanted to.
He just wanted to, okay.
Go ahead and start the movie and come back from lunch. And that will give us an hour. Lunch.
Why does the elephant bite you? Does that touch them?
He touched him. Good question. You know, when I read Johnny's story, I laughed. But then I read another person's story in the room and I almost cried. Brianna had a sad story. It was really sad. And we've talked a lot about how some stories make us laugh and some stories make us feel kind of sad. So I like how you're writing different kinds of stories. Johnny, that was great. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Aubrey, come share. And again, I saw Aubrey writing. She had lots of good details in her pictures, and that gave her lots of.
I had two funny parts of my story.
Yes, she did, Lorena. So she had lots of good details in her story, so that gave her lots of what? Words. It gave her lots of words. And when she got ready for those words, she took her hand and she wrote those words with her hand, and she made a mistake, didn't you? She did one sentence and she wrote it with her hand, and then on the next sentence she just wrote it from her memory. And what happened? What happened when you didn't write it with your hand?
I was
And so what did you do? You left out.
I left out one.
Yeah, she left out a word because she didn't write it with her hand first. So, yeah, share your story with us.
I was sleeping in my bed, and my dream light was on. Then I woke up and found my exes.
Yeah, read those captions. She put captions in there, like speech bubbles and stuff.
That's a lot of pages.
She did. She had a lot of pages in her story, Kayla.
Stores,
That makes me have a question.
I'll give you this. This is say we'll do these work when she finishes.
Are you
they'll be able to
finished?
come in, we'll do
You're not.
this.
She's in the
We'll do
middle
this
of
all
this
around and make
story,
sure
so.
they're,
So she might come back and share the
Tracy will
rest of
bring us
it
back
maybe
to the
later
bed,
with us.
And
Can
then
I
I
show
start
her
taking
something
her to the
about
bathroom
her
and Beth leaves.
Work?
And then
What do you notice about her words? Look at her words really closely.
So, you're just reading a book or whatever.
Her words are beautiful. Why are they? No, that's good. He's exactly right. Why are her words so
Then
pretty?
it's an hour to watch it there. Then we go to the library.
She took her time, and what else?
And
She She left space. How was she able to leave space? Held it with her hand. That's exactly right.
One movie, they didn't.
It is movie day.
Oh, in a movie you watched, they didn't? Oh, wow. They should have learned from us, shouldn't they? Aubrey, I'm gonna stop you right there, and maybe when you finish your story, you can share it in a few days. It looks like it's gonna take you a while. Yeah, go ahead, show us your pictures.
I was waiting for an animal to come out, but it never did come out. What?
Listen.
Why didn't it? Then we were driving home, and then we got a flat tire. Two flat tires.
Two tires, too.
No. Then we went back to the zoo, and the elephant came out and honked its horn at me. My baby sister started crying.
Lots of details in those pictures.
Then the elephant went away, and its big trunk, and then the zebra was fixing to come in and share with us.
Good tales.